Bagel is here before my moderation bot is here. That's insane. Quickest Twitch join in the West. Adequate student. How goes it? Hi, Angel. Jesus Christ, that's funny. Heavenly, hello. Nenes, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you forgot to finish it? Oh no! That's too bad. 'Tis okay. Going back to the 8th. Anything written after the 8th? Do we only have like 2 lore sheets? Maybe? Yeah, we might only have like 2 or 3. Nenes, I was in a VC with Virgil and some other people, and I was like screaming. I love it so much. The soup controversy? What is the soup controversy? If you put it in Lore Tuesday, I will read it. I used to have a picture of soup that would go up on the stream. One moment. Soup-pocalypse. Soup-pocalypse is crazy. Dude, it was 86 degrees in my room earlier. Fahrenheit. Dop had a lot of soup thrown at him. Is this for the- I heard you guys were role-playing Waffle House. And that made me think, like, once things start- because things are gonna go downhill. Lore-wise. Things are gonna happen. You guys just wait. I feel like we need the Waffle House index. The Waffle House needs to close, when things get bad. 9 chests with soup. That's crazy. They'll be open. That's fair. I apologize for my cough, by the way. It's always here. We're vibing. I'm trying to make my noise suppression sound a little better. I don't know if it's, messing with things at all. I have a fan blowing, that's why I have it on. Alright, well, I guess we'll get started. Won't dilly-dally for too long. Let's see if my camera actually turns on, and it doesn't. Where's my camera? Activate. Yes, there we go. I look like a nerd today because I lost my glasses. I lost my regular glasses that I wear. So these are my, like, 6-year-old glasses. Hi, Grim. Hi, Jade. Hi, Mom. Mamb. Okay. We only have a few lore sheets today, so it's mainly going to be just looking in Lore Tuesday, which is fine. Also very cool. Alright, we have Lucky. My life began as a simple farmer bringing food to my village that was slowly dwindling in people as they left for a better home or died staying. Eventually, as the population was too low, my wares were useless, and I decided to join the trip on the ship for new lands. Sadly, the trip for new lands lasted long enough through the stars that food was becoming scarce, and my people were slowly dying until it was only me. Oh no. Of course, I have not thought on how to manage a ship, and soon it crashed hard into some new world. Well, that's lucky you ran into Solace, I guess. I'm assuming you mean spaceship. It'd be strange if you were, like, on a ship, like, boat. I guess that wouldn't really work. Unless you've only lived here a short time. Anyway. Nice. We have Bobblebog. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh, this is a very wide lore sheet. I apologize. Thanks for following Bloomaboo Dreamer. Ever since the Great Anomaly, Bobblebog has only dreamed of two things. Fame and power. A cool character design, by the way. He wanted to be in control... We've been stick bugged. He wanted to be in control of the worlds he inhabited, and he yearned to be showered in glory and affection. After wandering from planet to planet in search of those who would bow to his will, Bog would find solace. He made a plan to gather as much information as he could. About the world before setting off to find those who would be willing to serve under him. That's a cool character design. I'm scared of Bobblebog. I'm scared. Hobbies, video games, eating sour candy, and streaming. Oh my gosh, we got a canon streamer. That makes sense, honestly. We have Ito Kosei. Ooh. Where's the lore? Here we go. Ito Kosei grew up a half yokai and was... Is that like yokai like the ghost in, lore, legend, whatever. Was often scrutinized by his peers. This often left him alone and hopeless. He made a decision that he would become the most respected shogun, and he did for a short time. By the time he was 20, he already blasted up in the ranks and became... Blasted up in the ranks, I like that. Became second to the current shogun. He planned a coup and usurped the current... These are very big words for me. It's good. Usurped the current power to become shogun and rule the lands. After conquering many more lands, his hidden truth of being a half yokai eventually became common knowledge. This made the people wary and caused an uproar, which in turn caused him to be cast out and replaced, never looking back and not knowing what happened to his country. He sought another place to conquer and came across a place called Solace, where he thought would become the best place to make his. Wow, we have multiple people gunning for ruling Solace. This is going to be interesting. In his planning for conquest, he ran into someone who seemed to have similar views and decided to work together. This person was Okal. I don't remember how to pronounce it. So this is the group that, if you were in the faction leader meeting the other day, Sunday night, this is part of the group that they are trying to take over Solace. Very interesting. You want a soup tag? Maybe. Maybe I'll make a soup tag. We have Kika. Kika never believed in ghosts. Equations? Yes. Atoms? Of course. Anomalies that bend reality? Yeah. But ghosts? Nonsense. She was one of the Tyrix cluster's top chemists. She worked on quantum regression theory, dimension particles, etc. She believed in structure, in facts. Then the great anomaly happened. No warnings, no sounds, just nothing. Everyone in the lab was gone in the blink of an eye, except her. Because in that exact second, a flask of unstable quantum fluid, a prototype chemical that she left carelessly on the edge of the shelf, fell right on top of her and spilled all over her body. It smelled like bad medicine and itched on her skin. Then everything changed. When she opened her eyes, the lights looked stronger. Her hands were see-through. Her voice was quieter. She called out for anyone at the lab, but it was empty. Silent, dead. At first, she was fascinated. What an experiment! This is incredible! Terrifying. Yeah, am I like a ghost now? Like a classic scientist, she tested her limits and wrote down everything on her notebook. Test 1. Tried walking through a wall. Nope, it doesn't work. Now I have a bruise. Test 2. Tried to throw my pen. It went the opposite direction. It almost hit me, scared the life out of me. Test 3. Tried following my new reflection. Ended up chasing it for 3 hours. She laughed a lot. Alone. But the laughing didn't last long. Days turned into weeks, then months. The lights flickered less. The silence grew louder. Too loud. The loneliness started to get to her. She talked to the cleaning tools as if they were their co-workers. She built a straw man out of lab coats and goggles and named it Bob. Bob was her best friend. Bob agreed a lot with her. They had long conversations, drank coffee cups that were empty. Notebook, day 25. Me and Bob had a long conversation because he forgot to do the dishes. Day 66. Today was my anniversary. I almost forgot it was today, but Bob reminded me. But behind all this madness was fear, because she was fading. Her form became harder to keep stable. She could barely hold a pen anymore. Her thoughts got messier and more difficult to organize. Desperation clawed her, the fear that she didn't survive, just that her fate was paused. Then she found it, a torn page from a random book. Magical regression. Come to our planet to have anything regressed. On the bottom was a faded image of a planet. Oh, Solace does this now? Damn. I'm guessing this is a group on Solace that is advertising this. That's all she needed. She turned on the last functioning escape ship. So wait, so she can interact with things, but she can't go through walls. She looked back at Bob one last time and said, "You're in charge of the lab now. Don't let the coffee get cold." Then she left. It took her 4 years. Half of those were spent arguing with the ship. It didn't talk back, probably. But then she found Solace. The planet that looked the most similar to the planet in the paper. A planet filled with forests, weird animals, and people. Well, she couldn't say much. She is kind of a spirit. If there was any place in the universe where fading cough, mad ghost scientists might stabilize her form, it was here. And if not, well, at least she wouldn't disappear in a lab talking to mannequins. But she did kind of miss Bob. I love Bob. That's cool. I could tell Nenez did this art. Really awesome. Alright, we have Leora Falling. Age 6? Damn. After a fungi plague called...
What is your name?
My name is Yuvan Marasani.
How old are you?
I'm
4
4
years old! You are the youngest person ever! After a fungi plague called...
What is your name?
My name is
Caniaroma.
How old are
Caniaroma?
you?
I'm 4 years old.
You are the youngest
Infected
person
her
ever.
home, causing people with her ability to eat themselves and others out of pure hunger. She was forced to try and evacuate, but it was infected. After a few days, she found out there was a brain to the fungi and avoided it at all costs to survive. Then miraculously, a rift opened to the Starlight Bakery, saving her. Whoa! But leaving her with an uncontrollable hunger, specifically for meat, if left unfed, and an ill sense of morality. The Starlight Bakery is opening up rifts? That's crazy. We have culture of Voidkin. So where do they... How long do you live? Because you're 6 years old. Dang. Alright. We have... That boy Lotso. So, did you change your name to Letso? To avoid copyright issues? Honestly, I respect it. This guy is not Lotso from Toy Story. It's Letso. Place of origin from the island Monster Villa. Letso's a bear man who, after seeing what happened to the world, came to Solace. He lost his eye at sea, he lost it in a fight, he crashed on the shore of Solace, and now he is lost, and a lot of being lost. And a bit scared because he saw someone with crystals coming out of them. Oh. He wants to find his friends and the man who took his eye. Make a ship and sail back to his island? Oh, so you were living on Solace before this, but then you lost your eye. I guess. Romantic interests. He is single, but scared. That's so real. I need that on a shirt, except I'm not single, but... He is single, but scared. Another one for the Single Eye Club. Oh man, we have so many. We have Bloom Dreamer. Before the Great Anomaly, Bloom Dreamer hadn't been a person. They were a system. Bloom had been designed as a high-level synthetic consciousness, tasked with monitoring exploration efforts across planetary systems. They watched storms, droughts, civilizations as they interacted. Then the anomaly occurred. Everyone around them disappeared. One moment they had information streaming to them, the next was nothing but silence. Bloom tried to preserve what they could, but it was too much. Their mind, which had never been meant to feel, had begun to fragment under the loss of those around them. They started to feel. In a final act of desperation, Bloom compiled themselves into a physical form, a humanoid shell put together from emergency construction drones and a few memory cores. It wasn't stable, nor perfect, but it was something. They walked away from the wreckage of Nullvale and found solace. Bloom does not remember everything, too much being corrupted, but they remember enough. Cheers as the first flower in alien soil had grown, a child's voice saying thank you, and laughter as the signal cut. They don't speak of the past in reverence. It's all they have left of millions of lives which no longer exist. Now they wander solace to preserve moments, learn how to experience emotion, and stabilize themselves. This is cool. I like this a lot. This is a solid sheet. I feel so behind on lore you just joined today. That is okay. Actually, let me show you. This is the last one here. If you go up into SMP announcements and scroll up a little bit, I have a deep dive of... So Season 5 is the first season that we really added, like, lore that wasn't just player-made. So if you're curious about, like, the lore of the server so far and what's going to happen, just watch that. It's 45 minutes long, so if that's a little long for you, you could, there is in Make a Character. We have a short intro here. It's like 2 minutes long or something, and official Smile SMP lore document if you would prefer to read. But yeah, I know it's a lot to, like, take in. The lore sheet stuff player made, is not something that you will have to, like, remember all of. If you're interested in any characters, a lot of them put them all together in the lorem of, like, hey, this is my character, and here's everything about them. The lore sheets are just kind of sum up people's characters. You love lore, you'll love the SMP. Alright. We're going to the 8th, I think. Yeah. 13th. 11th. 10th. My gosh, there's so much writing. We're eating today. Okay. 8th. We already read that. And we already watched this. So I think we are here now. I'm gonna pause the music so we can... Ooh! We can watch this. By the way, if anyone has Art Fight... If anyone is on Art Fight, I'll make you a song! That's what I've been doing. Oh, wait, you can't even see. I'm on Art Fight! Anyway. There we go, okay. We have Zaylor. I'm ready. Is it an eye? That's so scary. Okay. That's redstone? That's done with redstone? My gosh. That's so cool. Dude, the creativity is off the charts. We have... Is this finally Gatsby? Is this finally Gatsby? We're waiting for the first Gatsby video. Let's go. Here, wait, hold on. There we go.
Well.
Ah!
Galaxy Season 2. It's your boy, Brother's Eye, aka Gatsby. And you're probably wondering what I have in my hand. It's copyright over the eye symbol, of course. I notice a whole bunch of you hooligans trying to steal my thunder. And I could just not let that happen. So, better luck next time. Now,
The laugh.
we switch to even important stuff from the news reporter, Carol.
Huh?
This week's forecast is gonna look a whole bunch of sunny, with 20 minutes rain to 20 minutes of sunny, to 40 minutes of rain, to 40 minutes of thunderstorms. Now, back to our host, Gatsby.
My gosh, new
Wow,
character.
that was some mighty fine news reported, if I do say so myself. Mhm. You know, I'm glad to see all the new faces. The frog, skeleton. Is there a skeleton? No, I don't think there's a skeleton this time. Snake, the red panda fellow, and a bunch of other characters that I don't know about. I'm intrigued to see you probably die somehow or thrive. Bridges will be burned,
Probably die somehow or thrive.
roads will be built.
I need like captions for the Gatsby videos. I can only still understand like half of what he says.
Anyways, tune in next time where I show you how to cook a pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin
Oops.
pie. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's definitely just Gatsby with a wig, but it's hilarious. I understood one word in that, it was frog. So he said like, I have a copyright here because people have been trying to steal my thunder. And then he's like, now we're gonna go to the weather. We had the weather. And then he was like, I'm so excited to see all the new characters. I don't know if there's a, like, named, like, there's like a frog. I don't know if there's a skeleton. You're probably gonna either die or thrive. See you next time. That's the gist. I'm so glad to see Gatsby lore. He copyrighted the eye symbol. That's what I'm... Reminds me of that guy who rages to the American anthem. Read the document first. The images are not, I repeat, not written in English. I'm looking at you, Freya. Thank you, CJ. You know me too well. Let's look at this. I know you said read the thing first, but like I want to look at the pictures. We have some bow and arrow, music disc, spider, I don't know. And then we have a phantom, a shovel, technoblade, mushroom, evil hand, skull, cloak. Ignore the bubble boys. Alright, more Solace sightings and reports. Someone got too close. Too close to my home. Oh, let me turn on the music again.
All my fellas,
Oh yeah, put on that music.
all my fellas, all my fellas,
Alright.
all my fellas.
Someone got too close. Too close to my home. They were touching my stuff and playing with my jukebox. They kept jumping around on top of the trees and using some sort of tube thing. They kept pointing it in my direction, like they were looking at me through it. They had a box thing on their head, and the front of it flashed a lot. They kept sneaking around and not leaving when I shot arrows at them. And they went into my house. That's not okay. It was never okay, but the whole point of what I was doing was to get them to fuck off. But they wouldn't, and they kept moving and reading and being inside my house. Croy wasn't there at the time, but I told them everything that happened, and they told me that there was nothing to worry about, and that I'd be left alone now. The person had left a book written in English near, and I wrote in Irish, and they wrote back apologizing and saying they mistook me for a different person. Do they normally stalk this person they were looking for in trees? I made Croy shout when I kept asking questions. I didn't trust that this person wouldn't be back. I wanted to know how the ghost was so sure when they weren't even there. Oh my god, I can't remember how to pronounce this. Cranberry. How to pronounce... Oh, Kron, thank you. Kron, stop! They had yelled, their voice growing louder, holding a vibration to it almost. The tar was dripping further down his face and body. Just trust me and listen. The man apologized, see? Look at the book, Kron. He apologized and left. He's looking for the other person now. He is not coming back. He is gone. Croy apologized to me for yelling afterwards. He told me a new story, and found a new fluffy teddy for me. The ghost said it was a phantom, a creature that flew in the air in groups, attacking those who were outside late at night. I keep it here with me, in my nook. I hope Croyer's right. I already have that stupid bony guy in armor waltzing around, and weird people in cloaks, and a skull guy. I do not need boxy-head people in here either. especially not bouncing around in trees and spying on me. Thanks for following Solelua. The name reminds me of that one weird elf prince dude from Voltron. I don't know. Amazing as always. We have whatever this is. Wait, hold on. What in the world? There's like a whole bunch of numbers. Can you make a Soupocalypse entry in the wiki? Sure, honestly, yeah. Interesting. Of course CJ has got it. 25, 15, 21. You can't see, can't hear. Let me hear again. Hello. Interesting. We have a journal. Let's listen to it, gang.
Journal 101. Location Solace. If anyone's listening to us, fuck off. It's been a while, hasn't it? Haven't made a journal since, I don't know, it was still in a home, I guess. In a planet. For a long time, I guess. There's a lot to catch up on. And I don't have a lot of time for it. But, let's see. I've moved to a place called Solace. It's an interesting planet. It's, hence the name, supposed to be a refuge for the people that survived the thing called Echo, I guess. Honestly, I don't know. There doesn't seem to be that many people here.
I don't want to interrupt, but I really like the effect on here. Very good. Sounds like it's coming out of a radio.
Considering what I've seen and
It sounds like it's coming out of the McDonald's speaker.
all of that. But they're trying, I guess. The planet is divided into something called factions. Usually when I hear that name, it sounds like the planet will be chaotic. So I don't really have many hopes for this place. It's a interesting choice of government, let's say. Usually means there are no laws. But, you know. Speaking of factions, I wanted to try and get to know this place a little better, you know, with all the exploring and stuff. So, I ended up on 2 different factions, which I guess is allowed.
This is really
the
cool.
first one is the Arcturus crew, which is less into exploring than I first thought they would be, but they plan on making a giant spaceship that can fit the entire planet in it.
Arcturus mentioned.
I have opinions, let's say. Not gonna say them right now.
I want to hear them.
I've also went into Lilac Expedition, which is, in fact, lots of exploring. I don't know what to say. I haven't made opinions about them, actually. I don't have much to think about. The planet itself is very pretty, but again, it's very small. Does not have the population that a refuge should have, possibly. Well, at least it's safer than whatever I was doing in the 5 years I was around. This place also feels different than the others. I've always felt a bit of an outcast, I guess. It's probably my own fault. It's probably my own fault. But everyone here seems to feel like an outcast, which it tracks. Yes.
Self-aware.
I guess that means
It's probably
possible
my
to stay here a bit, stick around, You know the drill. Explore. This diary is gonna be mostly that. Exploring, tracking my progress. Sharing feelings I probably shouldn't. And, I don't know, generally miserable. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's not the first time. You know it. And recording.
That's so cool. I love that. This is unrelated. Well, kind of related. So, would you guys be interested in like a workshop of how to do different things that will help you with your lore? So like I could probably teach a class on like video editing, maybe audio engineering. You know, Virgil or Cav could do a workshop on like writing, how to get your writing better. Stuff like that for like specifically helping like your lore be better. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Even like photo manipulation like this. Just have like a week of like just classes that you can like join. I think that'd be fun. No season 6 part of the wiki yet. Technically, like, only one thing has happened in the main lore of the wiki. I'll see if I can make an entry later today. Let me write that down. I don't even remember if do we have like the 5th era time? I guess we probably have the timeline, yeah. Videos would help in case people miss it or if they want to look back from on them for lore help. Yeah. Oh, definitely I'll record it. Yeah. You could change Gatsby's voice super easily. All I need from you, Bagel, is captions. I don't understand half of what Gatsby says. Speaking of Bagel. Chapter 1, The Beginning. The sun would shine down on me as I awoke in my bed. Oh, let me turn on the music again. Today was the day, my ceremony. I will finally be granted my last name. I raced into the living room ready for my parents to bring me to Ulta. This day would change me forever. My father was a stubborn man, always in the old ways. That's how he raised me. He never wanted me to work with electrical devices. He didn't want me to be like my uncle. He was the strongest mortal person I know, and with that strength he took care of the community as well. I can still remember his long black beard and grayish skin. Oracle was a metal we worked with. It made our skin pale. His name was Ferris. Then there was my mother. She could make the most beautiful necklaces, rings, and daggers in the world would ever have seen. I managed to salvage some of her work after the fall of Bjorn. Her name was Alsoja. That's a cool name. I was taught to learn how to use the tool I was making before I started actually creating. My father said, "Boy, you need to learn how the weapon feels before you create its sibling. Feel how the wind sings as you swing it through the air." Then there was my best friend Selena. She was from a hunter class which would bring resources from the outside of Bjorn to help fuel our resource pits. I can't imagine why she decided to choose Rain over us. I was 13 when I first met Ulta during the ceremony. I had to prove myself to the forging goddess by completing the trials. Ulta seemed to glow this orange color like hot metal. I saw her use her four arms slam down her shifting hammer to make tools that I had to copy. It's a shame the only thing left of her is that hammer. It doesn't keep dust. It still feels the way of the hot metal. The trials were long and tedious. The heat was almost unbearable. I worked even when my muscles tore. Inside this great forge, I was determined to pass. And when all was said and done, I did receive my last name from Ulta. I was finally a forge male, Ulta's chosen. This is cool! I like this. I don't have a thingy on the wiki, but my tablet, you're on your tablet. I think you should be able to do it from your tablet! Otherwise, you can always DM me and say like, hey, I want this page, or I want this added to whatever. I got you. Just DM me or ping me. Alright, that's super cool. Then we have... Oop, went down too far. Okay. Wait. I'm just kidding. Alright. We already saw that. Oh, I see. There's more here. So... dark red. Black. You mean blue? Another hand. Fingers, thumb. Looks like chorus fruit trees to me. We have more pictures. Aww, baby. I found a black wolf. The fella kept following me around while I was trying to take pictures of some of the fauna. I haven't come up with a name for them yet. Might show Elvira to fella. Maybe she'll be happy I made a friend? Eh. Anubis. His name is Anubis. I also discovered he likes gold. I'm still missing 2 gold blocks from somewhere in the front yard. Oh no! I love Anubis. Oh, we have something else from CJ. Audio log? Oh, we're eating. 5 minutes, 47 seconds? Buckle in.
There were 2 friends. The first friend loved to create and experiment, while the second friend worked at a small shop to support them both. They lived together, you see. The first friend indulged their passion in their home, in a small room below the floor. They would spend many days and nights there, too invested in their work to remember to mind themselves. They held a goal, to create something of use to the village their home resided in, which had been struggling for food at the time. They wanted their efforts to be acknowledged by the village people. It was, but not in a positive light. The village only viewed the negatives, the constant bustle bothering the neighbors, and the stretching their resources thinner by the day. More often than not, the people would come up to the second friend, asking them to speak with the first friend to show them reason. The second friend did their best to comfort the pleads, seeming to be the only one in the village that believed in their companion. As winter grew nearer, the community of the village began to shrink, as many had left in hopes for a better life or had fallen to sickness. The second friend had lost their job, the shop owner having left and put the building in for sale. When they returned home to give the bad news, they were met by the first friend, beaming with confidence and pride. Within their palms, presented right in front of the second friend's face, was their latest creation. At first, it appeared to be a clump of red moss, but watching it a few moments longer, the subtle glow it gave off, the spores it produced, the wriggling of its form, and the vines that hung off the first friend's hands and wrapped around their fingers. It was a living, seemingly breathing form. The second friend did not know what to say, not that they had a chance to. The first friend was so excited, insisting that this was the solution to the winter, that it could help the village. It could survive in cold without trouble. It could help crops grow quicker no matter the environment. It could provide warmth. It had so many possibilities that the first friend was buzzing to share with the village. And they needed the second friend's support for this.
Didn't we read this last time, or is this
once in a
different
long
story?
while, the second friend was hesitant. What materials were sacrificed for this creature? How was the first friend so sure it would work? And the creature was so small. How could it do all that and more? But as they always did, the second friend broke. Mere minutes later, the village bell was rung, a meeting in the center being called, much to the villagers' dismay. The first friend, grinning proudly, put on a large presentation, presenting their creation skills, although in small areas, like a tulip seed and melting the snow the creation sat upon. All while the second friend stood at the side, staging a supporting smile, masking their worry, watching the audience and their friend. But all that fell away as the first friend described how they created the creature. Outrage erupted, demanding what made them think they had the right to use those materials needed for survival. The second friend quickly managed to pull the first friend and their creation away to safety. In the time after, as winter grew heavier, and took more lives. The first friend grew consumed in their work. He did more tests, more experiments, more improvements, trying to prove what he had created was worth what was sacrificed. The only time the second friend saw their once so passionate friend would be when they were leaving their home for materials and returning with their needed materials. And slowly, that constant work made the first friend sick. A sickness that grew worse, affecting his mental and physical wellness, making him more erratic, more short-tempered, more desperate to prove greatness, to prove potential. Till the second friend found them dead beneath the house, their creation, larger than before, clinging to the lifeless form of its creation.
CJ is so good with, like,
Spoke
writing.
to the second friend, its voice an echo of voices that the second friend had heard before. He explained it wanted to get those remaining in the village to safety, but it feared scaring them. It needed a form to hold on to, and had tried to use their creators, but their lack of wellness made them too weak. And so, with the agreement of the second friend, the creature latched onto them, adorning a cloak to hide any oddities as a result. With a faint red glow, the creature left the home, announcing to the village the knowledge of a shelter, mimicking the second friend's voice. And through the snow, the villagers followed, the creature as their guide. A guide of many tales, a symbol of peace at the end of harshness it became at that time.
Rav Makwid Scrivork Takuma.
Vishayan Vakra.
Ooh. Is my writing good enough? It was very good, Kron. That's so cool! Wait, I love that last part! Oh my gosh. SMP members page is locked. Yeah, I don't know why it got locked. I think because someone accidentally deleted everything. I need to go and unlock it because it's so easy to roll back. Hi, Strawberry Toast. That was great. That was amazing. CJ strikes again. Oh my gosh, it's Anubis! Aww! Someone, wait. Where's my head pats thing? Redeem hand pat right now to pet Anubis. It should work. Oh my god, it's not working. Okay, wait, stop. I'll fix it. Lord Tuesday. Oh, Lord Tuesday. Save, okay. Okay, save. Alright, hold on. I'll make sure that you get it or reject all. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, there we go, hand pet. Pet Anubis! Pet the dog! Pet the dog! No, don't bonk him. Bonking is turned off anyway. Pet the dog!
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back
Yes!
Never give up.
Beautiful. I think we're gonna have hand pads for the next, 4 minutes. Anubis deserves all the pets.
What is your name?
My name is Yuvan Marasani.
How old are you?
I'm 4
I'm 4 years old!
You are the youngest person ever.
You are the youngest person ever. I had an idea for a new redeem called Job Application Jump Scare. And it just goes boom, like Vine Boom, with a job application that slowly fades out. I think that'd be hilarious. You monster. Hey, I don't have a job either. I don't have a job either. I quit my job. Anyway. This is my job now. I don't know what I'm gonna do next if I can't get streaming to work. Okay. Oko's log. Let me... Oh! Oh, we've been forged! Oh, we've been fully forged! Well, okay. We were missing Forg 4. That was crazy, though. Oko's log. The acclimation to this oddly hospitable planet has been difficult. Even 6 years after the disappearance of the armies I both ruled and fought, I still wake up and sweat, expecting to hear the footsteps of enemy soldiers approaching my bed. I am grateful to Divinitas for giving me this planet to conquer and call my own. This is sounding like Miraju. But it appears to have its own gods at the helm. Oh, there's Forg number 4. There's Forg number 4. I've had to associate with those I find helpful. A mapping and exploration group has proved useful to my cause, whether or not they know the details. I've also begun speaking with this unusual creature named Ito. After I formed the House of Ocular Enlightenment, he found me. He seems as new to the planet as I am. I don't trust him, but I can use him. Our goals simultaneously align and contradict. We both want to rule this place. His reasons are irrelevant. This planet was promised to me. This planet is penance from the gods for the desecration of my home. This planet will be mine. This is so cool. I love this lore. I think that this could be like... This could be crazy. I want to see how it progresses. And then I might hit you up in DMs to see if we can work a little something into the main story. I like this a lot. Sorry. My coughing fits have been getting so much worse. I'm genuinely worried. Saturday, July 12th. It worked! Took about a week, but after a particularly restless night, I remember more things now. Some less important things, like how to make fried rice. Tell me, I shrimp fried this rice? Some more important things, like my cat, Proxima, and then the grail hit. Earth. I came from planet Earth. 2 people I've heard of through the grapevine appear to be from Earth. Captain Marcelo Virgil and Chief Eleanor Keener. Ooh! I'm gonna try to talk to them soon, see if they know how or why I'm here. I'm also cooking more of that brew, stronger this time. It tasted like how an old book smells and had the consistency of mud. TLDR, it sucks ass! But I have to do something or I'll simply get nowhere. Let's hope that meeting goes well. Ooh! I'm excited for this. Lucky's Clown Journal. Since arriving in the seemingly... Bleh. Hold on, let me... There we go. Since arriving in the seemingly full of life planet, I have made many friends and discoveries. From first waking up to meeting a Selkie, basically poking me awake, to being taken to their little bunch of circus folk. At first it was a little odd how lively the folk were, but now I seem to have grown fond of them, and have even changed my clothes to join and help build up their circus dream. Oliver has helped me grow accustomed as well, and sadly I have tried juggling, which is slowly getting better, but has stained my clothes due to the constant mess of dropping my items. Note, probably don't juggle paint cans. They're heavy. Oh yes, to inform, Oliver is the Selkie that greeted me when I first arrived. I found him quite the nuisance when we started out together, but he has grown on me quickly. I think I can consider calling him my friend, although he seems to already think we are best friends, or so he says. Anyway, the circus is coming along well, and to help advertise and support, I have spread many jokes and fun things across this... 4 Forg! 4 Forgs! We've got fully Forged, guys. I just know some of y'all are sitting in a VC planning this. Yeah, it's Kath, and Cook, and Saint. You're all plotting. Alright, guys, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna Forg her. 4! Anyway, the circus is coming along well, and to help advertise and support, I've spread many jokes and fun things across this wonderful land of creatures and people. And then we have this fan art of the server and the Smile SMP bot. If you didn't know, I put this in SMP General, I think. Earlier, the server came out as lesbian. Thank you for the 30 months, Virgil. 34 months, Virgil. The server came out as lesbian. And then the Smile SMP said, what is happening here? Server! Smile SMP bot. I never thought I'd see you again. Server, I love the way you handle my whitelist requests. My CPU temps run high when you're around. I still read your old console logs sometimes. My ping just hasn't been the same without you, Smilus and Peapod. Anyway, so now we have fan art of them. If you'd like to draw them, please do. Server canonically has red hair. And Smilus and Peapod canonically has, teal, yellow, navy blue, and white hair. Data lovers? Is that what we're calling them now? I wish Server was here to see this. Oh man, the Doomed. The Smilosophy is nothing without Doomed, Yuri, or Yaoi, man. It is. Surf Smile. We have It Thinks or It Does Not. Quasar floated, as ever. A body without autonomy, a shape without symmetry. A red clot of matter, sticky and suspended, always in motion, yet never falling. At the core of him, the I, solitary, open, aware, watched. He lacked a mouth, but he possessed thought. Thought that was endless and recursive. The kind of thought that vaporizes stars and rips time asunder. He watched the villagers go by. Some of them smiled. Some of them nodded. Some of them completely ignored him. He did not need to respond. What did puzzle him was not what they were, but how he knew they were. He could see them, hear them, even touch them if he extended a portion of himself to do so. But he could not know them. I witness a child laugh, but does the child realize that she is laughing? Is there an underlying mind behind her eyes, or is she a mask made of behavior? Is she a memory I created to interrupt my own isolation? He had always observed people. I'm telling you, again, this sounds so much like Freya's origin story, which I will post at some point. I just need to write it. But this is exactly like how a Lumeran is. He had always observed people, just as he had always observed trees. Just as he had always observed the sky. But the sky never said anything. The trees never answered. And nobody else. What I perceive occurs only in my mind. I have never touched another mind bodily, only surfaces. He wandered into the village square without being noticed. If they do possess minds, why can I not detect them? If they hurt and suffer, why can I not suffer with them? He witnessed a man drop in a bucket. It spilled water on the ground. He witnessed a man drop a bucket. It spilled water on the ground. The man sighed and picked it up. Quasar looked. Was that a thought sigh? Or a noise I'd expected? He closed his eye for an instant. When he opened it, the scene was different. It always was. As if a stage shifted behind the curtains of thought. I love that sentence. He went to the sea. Waves thundered, always in the same way. Never startling, never strange. He focused, willed it to fury. It didn't. And that scared him more than if it had. Maybe this is not my dream to control. Maybe I don't control anything. But if all I ever have is this mind, this one eye, then what does control even mean? Can a dreamer dream surprise? Can I, in reality, ever demonstrate that I am not alone? He waited for something impossible to occur, something unthinkable. But everything stayed thinkable. Everything stayed his. Finally, he spoke, not out loud, but to the edges of his own knowingness. No other has ever talked to me. No other has ever crossed my perception. Everything I know through myself. I can't prove you're there, any of you. Not even the sound of the wind nor the form of a thought that is not my own. I don't think I'm dreaming. I think I'm the only mind that is. And when he said this, nothing changed, because nothing could. Solace continued, like a candle illuminating a room with no walls, but now he realized the flame was his. The silence was his. The stare was his, and had been forever. Cogito ergo sum. That's cool. I love the Quasar stuff. I think, therefore, I Gatsby. Oh, good night, Grim. I'm so sorry you're lagging. Anyway, this is super cool. We have another video. Let's watch this. Hold on.
Was that a meteor? I better go check it out.
The walking sound effect is killing me. Whoa, it was a meteor. Oh my god! There's someone in there.
Is that a kid?
Oh, it's the robot!
Please don't eat me. I'm not a monster.
What do you mean?
The
Where
child!
are your parents? Well, okay, come on.
thought
You're
it would be
coming with
Waffle
me
House.
for now. Go on. Get up. Here, let me carry you.
That's so funny. I've never seen people use the slash sit thing, the stacking and
Must
lore.
have hurt you.
My name is Ewan Marosny.
How old are you?
I'm 4 years old.
You are the youngest person ever.
Or you'd be watching their stories. Smile for you? Why should Lemarin be involved? Are you curious? Or just have a need to entertain those who watch? I'm being called out as the streamer! The child and the baker are my business. So I am so sorry. The fourth wall! The fourth wall! Oh my god. I'm gonna make a call out post on my twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch ass. Smile the Freya is a bitch ass motherfucker. My god, that's crazy. Where's my most scared emoji? This one. Oh, that was funny. That was really funny. This I cannot play because it is copyrighted. We have Remember. I got lightheaded from that, by the way. I feel a rush. Alright, here we go. We have Remember? Remember. Remember. I know it's backwards, but remember. Remember. It's killing me. Remember. Okay. Remember. I remember. You remember. We all remember. They tortured me with soup. So much soup. I couldn't handle the soup. It hurt me. We need sad music. Sad soup music. Oh wait, hold on. Okay. I had to change it to black and white. I thought it was kind of funny. Okay. Moving on. I'm sorry about the soup. Hold on. We got it going! I talked to Lady Freya and she approved to get the selection of a group of judges to start. I also found out a bunch of people in this world are also not completely trusting Freya being the only power here. I understand this, but sometimes I wonder if it's because they also want power for themselves. The judge group should be able to keep that in check. I was also part of the meeting with the faction leaders. It was nerve-wracking, but I think I handled it well. You did. Hopefully I did. Soup? We decided, as a group, to give Dop Dop a bunch of soup. He seemed to be mildly annoyed until he slowly became crazed. He even jumped from a window and tried burning the soup. Least to say, I love soup now. I feel like this is not... A judge should not be torturing people with soup. Maybe that's a hot take. Soup. Dop Dop had a lot... What? There's so much soup lore. Dop Dop had a lot of stew thrown at him at the Waffle House. He looked at me for help, but I don't know what I could have done. There was too much stew. Wait. Like a Renaissance painting? Someone paint this like a Renaissance painting. Alright. You will? Please do. This is genuinely like great composition. There's gotta be like the lighting coming from like here. Dop Dop has to be like this, holding soup. And looking at the only one looking at the camera. It's perfect. Please cook. $5 an energy drink? I'll give you Discord Nitro if you do it. 2 energy drinks final. Yeah, if you draw this like a Renaissance painting, you have to actually try. I will give you Discord Nitro. Not a joke. I will. I want to see this like a Renaissance painting. Alright, continuing on. Entry 1. Who's this from? Rewrite. Everything's fine, I guess. Nobody really understands what I say, but it's better to be alone anyways. I miss the void. It was so dark in a comforting way that I can't replicate here. Entry 2. My jaw hurts bad. It might just be because people look and stare. That's why I got rid of all my windows. But I guess I do need to go outside to get materials every once in a while. This is so ominous. Solace, no, don't turn me into a market plushie, no! Is that a Gatsby? Oh my god, it's Gatsby. We need a Gatsby emoji. Bagel, come up with, like, make a Gatsby, like, little Gatsby PNG, I'll make it an emoji on the server. Oh, we have Amelia's room. Not 100% accurate, but I tried. And it's a family photo in the corner. Oh. I need to see this. Gatsby emoji! Can someone draw me dropping soup on Dop Dop? Oh, it's taking so long to load. I'll give it another, like, 10 seconds, and then we'll, come back to- Oh! It blinked. Oh, here we go. Oh, damn! Can I zoom in? No. I cannot zoom in. This is the charging pad! Amelia Reed, oh. The little photos. Futuristic nightstand. Some bottles. We're not gonna talk about the bottles. Oh, I'm using the scroll wheel. It doesn't work. Okay, nope. Zooming in doesn't work like that. Why is there whiskey in the bed? You don't know the half of Amelia Reed's life. She's got a problem. Oh, only on mobile. That would make sense. Well, this is so cute. Now I want to make my room. I should make Freya's room and Marcello's room. That'd be great. Oh, this is so sad. Finally, we have SBOG demo. .wave. Oh, wave file. Uncompressed.
Now what have we here? Do not.
Wow! Wait, you should be a voice actor. That's crazy.
Now what have we here? Do not be alarmed. I am not here to cause conflict.
I have a character next season that you could voice, Jenny.
Quite the opposite, actually. I know many things about you, Wolf.
Respectfully, I would bow.
Your proficiency in combat is quite extraordinary, even for the seasoned fighters that are among this world's ranks. Not to mention your partner, who has a thirst for blood. I have a proposition.
He's in fact a voice actor?
for the two of you.
Well, that's fair. Okay, that's fair. I thought it was you. I was like, I thought I played Minecraft with you on the challenge thing. You did not sound like this. This is so good, though. If this is like a friend or whatever, like, applause.
I yearn for power and fame that should be rightfully mine. And yet, here I am with nothing. You two can show the world your skills, your abilities. And when they fear you, you will have your isolation. And I will have my fame. Do we have a deal?
That was the coolest thing ever. That was so cool. Applause. The devil? That's cool. I'm telling you. This character's giving me Miraju vibes. This is getting a super react. Fire emoji. The way I snapped to look at my computer. I had to stop writing. I was so shocked. This is one of the coolest things ever, man. That's amazing. Wow. Hey, if this is your friend or whatever, ask him. You want to voice a character next season? Because I got a character you can voice. That you would be spot on for. Yeah, compliments to the chef, the actor. Mwah. Wow. Alright. I have a ping. Are we having another season of Yaoi and Shulkerbox trauma? Of course, of course. Always. To finish up, let's look over the server builds for the last week. And then, we'll call it a day. We got from the 8th. This is the 8th. This is the 8th. We already saw that. Alright. The start of a symbolic graveyard for the members of my faction. Wow. Did they die? If so, that's sad. Slow progress. I feel like we saw this before. Maybe not. Super cool. Yeah, wait a minute. I swear I saw this on stream. I'm whatever. Anyway, this is super cool. I love this. This is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It was a living graveyard. Got it. The Smile SMP members try not to build the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen challenge possible. And we had the update on the walls. I think I like this better, this side. Yeah, that's looking good. I feel like the deep slate bricks just kind of like cut off too much. This is kind of cooking now. I'll look at the art. I'll look at the art. Entrance is done? Oh, yeah. Dude, y'all are cooking this season. And we're like in week 2. The Gatsby sign, the Gatsby picture. That's right behind the market. I love it. It is done finally. Oh, I know this is this is Astralex shaders. I've used these. This is super cool. You built this? Wow. That's so cool. The house. Oh my god, the parrots. They're so cute. I love the hay roof. I've never seen anyone do a hay roof before, but it really works. That is cool. Some farms. Let's go. Someone get Fluffy in here. I love that. I like the underneath. Is this like multiple levels? That's cool. We got some amazing texturing. Beautiful. This is really good. Thank you, Virtual. Well, I don't say thank you because I did that. I say thank you for commenting. I don't know. I don't know why I said thank you. I like Virtual. Oh, wait, the little fence, using the payload for the fence is so cute. My gosh. I love that. Inside of the temple. Ooh. Ooh. The pale oak leaves are really good here. Because it's like close to the stone color. Wow. Everyone is cooking. Alright, let me look at art. Let me look at art. Oh yeah, I forgot. What? Nenis made me! Literally the cutest thing ever. Ah! So cute. And Dop Dop. Oh my god, it's so cute. Nenis, can I commission you to make one of Marcelo? I will pay you. Tell me how much your commissions cost. Oh, these are so cute. Oh my god. The Jaded Sage. Aww. I don't know how you do it. These are adorable. You're so fast. You just posted? Oh yeah, I saw this! On the Arcturus' land? So cool! Amazing ship. Super cool. The color scheme reminded me of Perry the Platypus the first time I saw it. Jump scare on stream. Oh, this is in the testing world you built. Ah. Nice. Oh, you have another thing on Lore Tuesday? Alright, we'll read this. Nyx's record. The seed my mother gave me before her death has taken root on Solace. I've tried to plant it many times before, yet all but this one have failed. I have no clue whether this is a good sign for my future on Solace or an omen of the end, but either way, it shows signs of change from my melancholy past. Aw, wow, it is blooming. It's growing. A platypus? I can't do a... Perry the Platypus! Alright. You just showed the night view of your home? Alright, last one. Last one. Ooh. Oh, the fireflies. I've been over here. I'm pretty sure I've walked around here and I was like, everything is so beautiful. Oh, with the cube moon too. That's so good. Oh, gorgeous. You guys are cooking this season. I don't know what to say. It's really good. Well, this ended up being a somewhat short Lore Tuesday. Am I lagging for anyone else? I tried upping my bitrate a little bit because I knew that it's so laggy. Or like laggy, but it's like low quality. But I think that was a bad idea. I'm gonna change it back down to 1500. Like are the frames cutting out at all? A little? Okay, yeah. Oh! Yes, pat that. Let me move the hand pat back. There we go. It's just a little delayed. Yeah, there's always like a 7-second delay with Twitch. It's never gonna be like right. My internet sucks too. Come October, when I go move in with Virgil, my internet will be super fast, and I will be able to stream much better with full quality everything. Ugh, I need to cut my bangs again. They're doing things. All right, I think we're good. I will see you all. It's Tuesday. I don't remember what there is. I've moved things around so much after the season started. Oh, the end event this Friday. I need to work on that more. Oh my gosh. Usually we are like planning literally a year in advance for the end event for a season, but we're doing this in a week. Because there were a bunch of scheduling issues and we just never got around to it, but this is going to be really fun. This sneeze. We have a really good idea, and it's being executed. Bye! I'll see you all later.